Hi everyone, welcome to Birsa Academy. So today in this video, we will deal a issue related to Pakistan and China that US government designate Pakistan and China as country of particular concern. So in this video, we will discuss the concept of country of particular concern. We will also discuss the United States Commission of International Religious Freedom, why there is a religious persecution in these countries like Pakistan and China and eight other countries also. So why US government put these countries in country of particular concern, and what if a country put in this status, then what are the implication of this? And in this video we will also deal that if a country put in country of particular concern status, then what is the issue this country face by the US government. So in this video we will deal all these issue. So this video is presented by me, Manish Chaudhary. You can subscribe our channel Birsa Academy. So these are the some of the article of news related to this news. This is the article of the Hindu, says that US designate Pakistan and China as country of particular concern for violation of religious freedom. This is the article of Indian Express, says that US designate Pakistan China as country of particular concern for violation of religious freedom. And this is the tweet of Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. He says that US designate Burma, China, Eritrea, Iran, Nigeria, North Korea, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan as country of particular concern under International Religious Freedom Act 1998 for engaging systematic ongoing religious freedom violation. So in this video we also deal that what is all about this International Religious Freedom Act of 1998 of the US government. And Mike Pompeo also says that they want to create an international religious freedom alliance, a network of like-minded countries who is committing to oppose the religious persecution all over the world and try to stop these religious persecutions uh, of the religious minorities in all around the world. So this is the report released by United States Commission on International Religious Freedom. So these are the 10 countries who is put by United Nations Commission on International Religious Freedom in country of particular concern. So, so these are the 10 nations like Pakistan, China, Myanmar, Iran, Nigeria, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Eritrea. And you can, this is the map I marked where they are located. This is Nigeria, this is Saudi Arabia, this is Tajikistan, Pakistan, China, Myanmar, North Korea. So the news is that US State Department has designated Pakistan and China among the 8 countries who is put in country of particular concern for the violation of religious freedom. And earlier also US Department has released its annual report called International Religious Freedom Report. And in this report, this US Department were put India also in country of particular concern in 2019. But India also rejected this State Department report, says that this is the biased report and there is no any prosecution of religious minority in India. But in this 2020 report, due to improve in relation with US of India's government, uh, despite the recommendation of United States Commission of International Religious Freedom to put India in country of particular concern because of CA, NRC, anti-cows letter laws and mob lynching cases, US State Department rejected the recommendation of this commission to put India into a country of particular concern, saying that India is performing well to stop the persecution of religious minority. So now we will discuss the concept of country of particular concern. What is all about this status? So country of particular concern is basically a status uh, given by the US State Commission of International Religious Freedom when it comes to violation of international religious freedom. And the other designation given by this commission is that a special watch list. So there are two status. First is country of particular concern and other is special watch list countries. Special watch list countries are those countries where there is a problem of religious persecution, or there are few cases where the religious minorities, religious freedom are get violated, but the state government and country are trying to solve this issue. That is why they are putting in a special watch list, but they are not put in a country of particular concern. And this all, both the status, country of particular concern and a special watch list, both these status are given under the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998, which was passed to promote the religious freedom as a foreign policy of US. And by this act, US want to promote greater religious freedom in the country who is engaged or tolerate the violation of religious freedom of religious minority group in this country. So in this report, Nigeria is the first secular country or democracy which is also put in country of particular concern. And you must understand here that USCIRF also recommend that India should Russia, Syria, and Vietnam also designate as country of particular concern. So it is up to the USCIRF, United States Commission of International Religious Freedom, to recommend any country to put country in a country of particular concern status. But it is up to State Department of US who decide that they want to put this country in this status or not. So the role of USCIRF is only recommendatory, and it is up to the US State Department that to decide a country to put in this list or not. So in this report, State Department rejected the recommendation of USCIRF that India, Russia, Syria, and Vietnam should be also be put in CPC status, because the State Department says that these countries are performing good to improve its ranking. And if you saw in 2019 report of this commission, then this commission also put the India in the country of particular concern. But India rejected this commission's report, says that there is no religious persecutions, and this report of USCIRF is biased. So now we will discuss the concept of special watch list countries. So who is a special watch list countries? Country in which the government have engaged or tolerated the violation of religious freedom are included in this list. So there are many countries like Iran and Pakistan and like China, in which government are engaged, not only engaged but also promote the religious freedom violation of these minority religious groups. Like in China, there is Uyghur groups. In Pakistan, there is Ahmadiyya group, and many others who is face the religious persecutions. China also built many detention camps against these Uyghur Muslims where they are detained. Comoros, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Russia, all four countries are put in a special watch list country by the USCIRF. In 2020 reports, because US State Department says that this government of this country is performing well to improve his ranking in a past year. And there are also some of the entities who is put in put in entities of particular concern, which are basically a terrorist organization like Al Qaeda, Boko Haram, Houthis, ISIS, and Taliban. All these terrorist organizations are put in entities of particular concern, and U.S. Department do not revise this list, because these are always in this list. So now we will discuss the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998, and because on basis of this act, we give the status of country of particular concern and other status like a special watch list to any government or countries. So this act is to promote the religious freedom as a foreign policy of US, and it is tried to promote the freedom in countries who promote the religious freedom, and they act against the government and on the behalf of individual who prosecuted for their religious belief in the foreign countries. So now we will discuss the some of the countries who is put in USCIRF CPC category. So first of all, we will discuss the Myanmar, also called Burma. So this put in CPC status because of violation against the Rohingya Muslims, and there is also due to ethnic-driven conflict in the Myanmar region. So in Myanmar, there are many ethnic group, and there is ongoing communal clash between these ethnic groups. And the recent example is there is a communal clash between the Buddhist majority group and Rohingya Muslim groups. And Buddhist majority group also burned the houses of these Rohingyas people and killed many of these Rohingyas people and made them to fled the Rakhine state of Myanmar. So now we will discuss the China. So USCIRF also put China in CPC status because of religious freedom were prosecuted in China, and it going to deteriorate continue. In China, there are many Uyghur Muslims who were all earlier the people of Turkish and Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and now they are in live in northwest part of China. So Chinese government has created a high surveillance system called facial recognition and many artificial intelligence to monitor these religious minorities. And 1.8 million Uyghur Muslims who were earlier also the indigenous people of Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and Turkey, and other Muslims were detained in a detention house which were located in the camps of Xinjiang.
Muslims in the west of China are facing one of the worst examples of oppression and ethnic cleansing in the world today.
The Chinese government has interned up to 1 million people in re-education camps.
Inmates are detained indefinitely without charge and forced to denounce Islam, their religion, and praise the Communist Party.
Chinese authorities weren't just targeting adults. Her children were apparently taken to this orphanage. She hasn't heard from them since.
East Turkestan, the home of the Muslim minority known as the Uyghurs, has seen the mass internment of 2 million civilians who face physical and mental torture until they renounce their faith. The Chinese government calls this re-education. Although East Turkestan is under Chinese control, Uyghurs tend to have a closer ethnic and cultural connection to other Turkic peoples in Central Asia. This means that alongside religion, the re-education camps are aimed at wiping out the Uyghur language, dress, and cultural practices entirely. To achieve all this, the Chinese government has created the world's most extensive surveillance state. Facial recognition cameras, body scanners, mandatory apps, GPS tracking, and surveillance drones cover every inch of the region. And Chinese tech companies like Huawei use these government contracts to develop even more intrusive systems. Just take a look at the propaganda video the government itself released about the camps. That's 5 cameras in a single classroom. But beyond simply trying to force the Uyghurs to become part of the Han Chinese majority, there's actually something even bigger.
This is a short clip of Uyghur Muslims in China. So you can saw that how they are detained in Xinjiang camps. You can saw that how the situation of Uyghur Muslims in China. So now we will discuss the status of India. So USCIRF also recommend India to put in CPC. But as I previously said that the role of USCIRF is only recommendatory, and it is up to a state department of US that to designate a country of CPC status or not. So after the recommendation of this USCIRF, State Department of US rejected this recommendation of this commission because says that Indian government has functioned very well to improve the situation of religious minority in its countries. We also looked at why this commission, US Commission for International Religious Freedom, recommend India to put in CPC status because of many acts like Citizen Amendment Act, Anti-Caste Letter Act, mob lynching incidents, and many more communal clashes between the religious minorities like Muslims and Hindus. And in present circumstances also, there is a ongoing concept of love jihad. So many states like 10 states passed also the anti-conversion law. So this law basically prohibit the conversion of people from one religion to another religion and make the conversion, also criminalize the conversion from one religion to other. And in this law there is a very vague provisions, and this vague provision can be used to interpret as a consensual conversion also as a criminalized conversion. So all this issue make the USCIRF to recommend also India in CPC, but US State Department rejected the recommendation of this country. And these are the some of the example of improvement of relation between the US and India, like two ministerial dialogue, Howdy Modi, in which the PM Modi of India go to US. So now we will discuss the status of Pakistan on this USCIRF recommendation. So Pakistan, as I said, that Pakistan also put in CPC status because of there is ongoing anti-Ahmadiyya laws, and the Pakistan authorities also failed to take the to address the issue of forced conversion of religious minorities like Hindu, Christian, Sikhs, and that is why also in India we BJP government also passed the Citizen Amendment Act, and they try to give the citizenship of India to this religious minority who is prosecuted in our neighboring countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh. There are six religious minorities who is give citizenship under this act. There is ongoing protest against this law. So if we look our constitution, then our constitution also give a fundamental right called freedom of religion. So in Indian constitution, article 25, 26, 27, and 28 deal with religious freedom. But one thing we must consider that in our fundamental right of religion, right to conversion is not a fundamental right. And article 29 and 30 also deals with protection of interest of minorities, and there are two minorities called religious minority and linguistic minority. So this is all about this news. So you can subscribe our channel Birsa Academy to make your preparation for UPSC and state PCS examination. So thanks for listening us. So thank you.